Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Eye of the Tiger podcast, the first one of the new year. No Lennon today. One episode he was back for. And in his place...
He's bailed.
He's bailed. In his place, We've got the man behind all the graphics you see on my YouTube. We've got Mason Stead. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mason's links are in the description anyway, but they're even higher up than they would normally be today. So check him out. If you can't see his face cam, we can't either, because his webcam isn't. It's gone on a little trip to Broken Downsville.
Exactly.
So what we're doing today, it's an idea I had since the first lockdown, and we didn't do it. And it's an idea which another podcast... You're right, Ethan, mate.
Yeah.
It's an idea which another Hull City podcast, the Resurrection podcast, great guys, there's a plethora of Hull City podcasts around at the minute, so go check them all out. And the idea that they did was their 2011. Well, they call it the best 11, but all the players have come from the 2000 eras, purely because we're not old enough to remember Rach Carter. So, and as much as I've got Chris Chilton things up on my wall there, I'm spinning round in my chair to audio listeners. I'm not old enough to remember him. That photo is from 1971.
What?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
So
I know Ray Shilton is.
Pardon?
I don't know the rest of them. So I knew who Ray Shilton was. Whoever the other guy said. Who was he? Ray Carter or something like that.
Rach Carter. Ex-Hull City player, ex-Hull City manager. Could have been inducted into the Hall of Fame very recently, but we picked Dean Windass instead.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
It was either Dean Windass, Nick Barmby or Rach Carter. I think it would have been Barmby or Windass, the top two. Well, Windass was one of the top two, purely because they've both been sacked by the club under the Allam's reign. So they were both just in there to spite Ehab, really, because we all love winding him up. So we're going to get cracking straight away. Formations.
I don't know.
4-4-2.
4-4-2
Classic
is a shout. Steve Bruce played that a lot. I think the formation I've seen used most in the time I've been watching City is a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 sort of thing, although Steve Bruce was very fond of a 4-4-1-1. He loved having Abel Hernandez up top, Diame just in behind, Huddleston, Livermore midfield too, Clucas on the left, Snodgrass on the right. Need I say any more?
No. Well, I'm easy.
The 4-3-3 and the 4-2-3-1 served us very well throughout most of this last decade. The first half of last season, before West Ham relegated Hull City. Premier League years again. But then a 4-4-2, the latter half of our first season back in the Premier League, 2013-14, with Long and Yelovich up top. That worked well. So, are we all in agreement to go for a 4-4-2?
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. We'll start from the back, in goal. Now, the most high-profile player we've got on this list, he's played in a Champions League semi-final, I believe. Ex-Liverpool, current RB Leipzig.
Galatsky.
Peter Galaxy.
What a beast.
However, for City, he was god-awful.
Did he even play for us? Because I honestly don't know. Like, did he have a game?
I'll get his stats up.
I don't think I remember him playing.
When I've been doing like memorable match and stuff for my previews, a lot of the time when I've been looking through games, he's just sat on the bench.
Yeah.
Right. It don't want to load on my PC, so Peter Galaxy. Let's have a little Google search.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, indeed.
Wikipedia is the way forward.
Club career statistics. Hull City. He played
15
15 times.
Yeah. So if we're going off the basis that the final decision comes on what there was like for City, then he can't.
He's nowhere near.
If it's based off what they're doing now, him. But because it isn't.
Next on the list, Eldin Jakupovic.
Beast.
He'd be in goal for
The only
me.
reason that I think Yaka can't go in this team is because for so long he was nowhere near starting.
Oh, yeah.
He was number 2.
Not even that.
2.
Number 3.
Why? It was McGregor. Then who was it?
Steve Harper.
Yeah. I forgot about him.
It was only when Steve Harper retired that Yaka came number 2. At the end of the season, when we got promoted, 15-16, Diame. End of that season was when Yaka had his breakthrough. He'd been at the club since 2012 and was only breaking through in May 2016.
Yeah.
But when he broke through,
he was class.
Boy, did he break through. Kept a clean sheet in the first leg of the Championship playoff semi-final against Derby, 3-0 victory at Pride Park. We lost 2-0 in the second leg, but who cares?
We still got through.
We got through. We kept the goals down. Kept a clean sheet in the playoff final against Sheffield Wednesday. At that game, he punched a free kick clear when he could have easily caught it. And I remember my dad just shouting, "Catch it, you numpty," or something along those lines. It might be It might be a stronger word than numpty, but
we can't say it.
We're not. The last episode, because it was an hour long, took about 4 hours to export. So I don't want to have to waste any more time bleeping stuff.
Yeah.
So Yaka. When we had all the injuries at the start of the 16-17 season, he was class. Then Mike Phelan signed David Marshall, who was crap that Premier League season, and Yaka was benched because Phelan was afraid to drop him. Marco Silva came in, brought Yaka back into the fold straight away, and he was brilliant. I always remember when Robertson scored against West Ham, and he was at the North Stand end running about like an absolute nutter.
He's a beast.
He had a passion for the club.
His best performance, what was it? Arsenal in the FA Cup or something at the Emirates?
Yeah, the Emirates. Oh, that
insane.
famous gif.
He was class that game.
That game, Josh Tymon made his debut.
Is he still at Stoke?
He's still at Stoke, yeah.
Fair enough,
There was a few murmurings of him coming in instead of Max Clark. Today, as we're recording this, when City tweeted "Welcome home" 5 minutes before they announced Clark, there was talk of Diamande, Hernandez, Diame, Clark, and
If it was Hernandez, I think this episode would have to change to just like loving Abel Hernandez for half an hour.
Just watch a goal compilation.
Yeah, all his. How many goals did he score?
I think he scored 40.
We should just react to all of them.
I mean, RIP monetisation, but
who cares? It's Abel Hernandez.
Who cares? Yeah. So then we'll go for Alan McGregor next.
He's going in man.
When I met Alan McGregor, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
Him and Marshall walked in together when I was a mascot, and they had such a similar accent. It was hilarious.
Yeah, but McGregor, surely it's got to be him for starting keeper.
However,
I would have put him there as well.
What? I see the argument. However, we're going to hark back a few years to a Welsh man.
Welsh.
Goes, well, I think he's Welsh. Is he Welsh? I think he is.
Oh,
I'll cut to the chase.
Just tell us the
Boaz
name.
Myhill.
He's American, isn't he?
Yeah, he's American.
I thought he was from USA.
That's embarrassing.
I was going to say Welsh. Who are you? Welsh?
Anyway,
Nah.
Boaz Myhill.
All right, what's your
My argument for
What's your
Boaz,
argument for him?
257 games.
Yeah,
In
but how well did we do in them
2003 and
250?
2010. Did it in League One. Did it in the Championship. Did it in the Premier League. Got us top of the league for about 3 minutes.
But
Had us in the top
McGregor's
half
just top.
of the table in the first half of the season.
Yeah, McGregor got us top of the league, didn't he? When we beat Leicester, or one of them seasons, was top of the league at some point.
Yaka played that game.
McGregor's better anyways.
Alan McGregor, 141 games for us.
Yeah, he saw us get promoted like twice.
So did Myhill.
I thought it was only once.
League One to Championship.
That don't count. We're on about Prem. If we're on about best keepers, it has to be Championship and Prem.
I mean, I see your argument, so I think I'm outvoted here.
Yeah, McGregor, goalkeeper, get him in.
Right then. So, Alan McGregor is our goalkeeper. So, right back.
Who are the options?
Liam Rosenior, I'm going to hit you with first.
He was a good player.
He was brilliant. Right back, left back. Joined us in the Championship, in the Premier League. Didn't want to leave.
Well,
Rosenior, for me, is first choice. However, not sure about you two when I throw the name Ahmed El Mohammadi at you.
he'd be mine. He would be mine. But I suppose it's down to Jamie. Not Jamie, Mason.
Mason, what do you think?
Yeah, he was mine as well.
See,
Great player.
his dancing when we got promoted from Ross McCormack's halfway line chip, wherever it was from. That surely has to
Just
be
the
enough to get
Sky
him into
cameras
the team.
in. I've been in that space where they were watching the game. It's quite a large space, but they made it look so small because there was so many people in there.
Yeah, just for that, surely it has to be Ahmed.
When I chuck the words Moses Odebajo at you, does that change anything?
Oh, he was very good. He
For
was
me,
very,
a
very
big
good.
argument against Moses is he was injured for 2 years. We signed him.
Yeah, we can't help that.
He can't help that. We signed him from, I believe, I think it was Brentford. Brentford or Leyton Orient.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was Brentford.
At the start of the 2015-16 season, got promoted, but never played. After that playoff final, he never played again for us because he got injured in pre-season, couldn't come back, suffered a load of setbacks during the Premier League season, and never played for us again. A big thing about when he left was the club put all this money into his medical bills and getting him back to fitness and things like that. Then he just buggers off. And then this last one, in terms of calibre of player, how high they've played, a bit like Galaxy, this one is right up there. Omar El Abdellaoui.
Where's he at now?
League.
Olympiacos?
Yeah, Olympiacos.
Yeah, I thought he was.
He was a good player.
Only problem with El Abdellaoui's argument here is he was with us for half a season, but got injured a lot during that half of the season. So we were still falling back on El Mohammadi.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember signing him, but I don't remember him playing that much.
He was good when he was playing.
He was very good. Him and Robertson on either flank were brilliant.
Robert,
Just a shame.
I
So,
don't know who to
is it
go
El
for.
Mohammadi?
It's him or Adebayo. What are you going for, Joe?
I think Rossinha, personally. But
Right. I would go Adebayo, but to stop it being awkward, I'll go with El Mohammadi.
so, Mason, just out of interest, what do you think?
El Mohammadi as well.
Yeah. 2-1 again.
Okay, I'm getting constantly
Get
gone
him in
here.
the squad.
I mentioned Andy Robertson
Yeah,
in that last one. I think for left back, it's only between two: Andy Robertson and Andy Dawson. You can chuck Max Clark in, but he only played a season. You can chuck Josh Timon in, but he only played a season.
Andy Robertson easily.
It has to be. He was insane for us, and now he's a Champions League and Premier League winner.
I can agree on that. For once, we're all in agreement. Andy Robertson, you're in our best 11. Centre-back then. The names I've got written down here, I'm just going to say them all out. Justin Whittle, Mark Greaves, Michael Turner, Paul McShane, Curtis Davis, Michael Dawson, Andrea Ranocchia, Harry Maguire, and Fikayo Tomori.
Not Harry Maguire.
Are these to pick for both positions?
Yeah, two centre-backs.
Right, the problem is, Maguire, at City, I loved him. Like, I would dribble out from the back and pretty much become a right winger. Like, every game.
It was brilliant.
Class. But he's at Man United, and I can't respect him if he's at Man United. I can't. So, Curtis Davis, he's got to be in there. He was class.
Okay. So, Ethan, you're saying Curtis Davis is one. Let's chuck the other names at you. Justin Whittle, brilliant commentator. Love him to bits. Mark Greaves. He's the dad of our boy.
Yeah.
Michael Turner, two-time, let's throw this at you, two-time Hull City Player of the Year winner.
I don't even know who he is.
Oh, great. We've got Paul McShane, scored the goal that sent us to the Premier League. Was with
I would put him in there.
I loved Paul McShane.
Gone for McShane and Davis.
Yeah, Ranocchia wasn't there long enough.
So we've already mentioned McShane, Curtis Davis we've mentioned as well. Michael Dawson, captain of the club. His long-range passing was brilliant. I see Jacob Greaves do stuff like that for us now, and it just reminds me of Michael Dawson so much.
One player, I can't believe you don't have on that list, James Chester. He was insane for us.
Very, very good shout. Very, very, very good shout there.
He was insane.
Ethan touched on Andrea Ranocchia there.
Yeah, because it was a loan. He just wasn't there long enough to prove himself, I don't think.
However, the partnership of him and Harry Maguire, they were excellent.
I remember watching, was it the Liverpool game when we won 2-0? I swear Ranocchia assisted Nias in like the 90th minute. Yeah,
I think it was. It was one of those two playing a pinging ball over the top.
Yeah.
And Alfred and Dye scored that day as well.
Yeah, on his debut.
It time for us about this time, 2017, deadline day time. Might have been.
Was it?
I don't know.
He was on loan.
Yeah, he was on loan. I remember remember bunking off school sick that day. And just sitting watching us sign Evandro, El Abdelawi, Nias, all them lot. I'm not sure if it was deadline day or not.
But it was some day.
It was some January day.
Exactly.
And Fikayo Tomori as well, again only a loan, and he was utilised as more of a right back for us. But he was very good. It was better than Olarena. Olarena suited us more on the left wing, I found.
Mad.
So, Ethan, what's your pairing?
The man's... even though I love McShane, it's Dawson and Davis, definitely.
Dawson and Davis.
Yeah.
Mason.
Mine's McShane and Davis.
Okay, so Curtis Davis is in there.
Yeah. Who are you going for?
Whatever we do here, I think I'm sort of in the bin because there's one vote for McShane and one vote for Dawson. It's just which out of those two do I prefer? Because if I say Michael Turner here, I'm not getting anywhere.
Nah. You know what? Is he the one that won 2 Player of the Years?
Yeah.
I'll go Michael Turner then. Stick him in the squad.
All right then. Ethan's taken the executive decision on that one.
Yeah.
Our centre-back pairing then is Curtis Davis and Michael Turner.
So what's the defence? Goalkeeper
So far,
too.
we've got Alan McGregor in goal, a back four of Ahmed El Mohammadi, Michael Turner, Curtis Davis, and Andy Robertson.
That is
That's
championship
a
winning.
lineup.
Yeah, championship winning defence.
On to central midfield. There's 2 of them. Let me fire some names at you.
Go on then.
The first one is a player who was horrendous for City. Got brought up. I went to Old Trafford and watched City play Man United. He was so poor, Bruce brought him off in about the 30th minute and he never played for the club again.
Is it Hatem?
It's Hatem Ben Arfa. In terms
He's
of
just
technical ability, insane.
He was terrible.
What?
In terms of technical ability, for me, Ben Arfa is one of the best players we've ever had. However,
He is.
in terms of utilising it in a black and amber striped shirt, one of the worst players we've ever had. So he's out the question.
Didn't McGregor have like more like steps or like runs on the pitch than he did that season?
I think he did. I think it was that Man United game. McGregor did more than him.
Yeah.
George Honeyman was better.
No.
George Honeyman. We love
club.
Iniesta, but I don't think he quite touches Ian Ashby, Nick Barmby, Richard Garcia, JJ Okocha, Robert Corran, David Myler, Tom Huddleston, Jake Livermore, Modi Arme, or Sam Clucas.
See, the problem is, do you know Okocha?
Only a season, and he was
Insane.
very much back up.
Exactly. So I feel like even though he's class, we just have to rule him out. Same with Ben Arthur. If it was on outside of the club, them two would probably be the midfield. But
outside of the club, it would be Galaxy El Abdelawi, Tamori Maguire, Robertson. It'd be something like a Kocher, Ben Arthur, Nick Barmby, and
Is it 3 centre-mid?
No, it's 2. I'm just thinking who it could be.
Well, I know who my 2 are. Or do I? I don't know whether to go because like Huddleston, Livermore, Corran.
Robert Corran.
When I was younger, I loved him. I'd like every week. He was my favourite player there, but because I was little, I don't really know if he was actually that good. I'm pretty sure he was, but because I was about 6, I just don't have a clue if he was actually that good or not.
One of mine is definitely this is semi-biased, my favourite footballer of all time.
Who?
Can you guess?
David Myler.
Oh, David Myler, yeah.
Well done, Mason. David Myler. He didn't excel in every single game. When he scored, they were beautiful goals. They weren't tap-ins. His goal against Liverpool at the KCOM, well, when it was called the KC, when we beat him 3-1, my dad binned me off to sit in a box with his mates and get drunk. So I went with my granddad instead.
The FA Cup quarter and semi-final. He scored in both of them, didn't he?
He scored in the quarter, scored in the semi.
Beast.
Did the dirty work. My granddad called him Dobbin the Donkey. I loved him.
See.
When I met him, he was such a laugh. I walked out onto the pitch with him. He was brilliant. Him, Alan McGregor and Paul McShane. I was a mascot against Reading. And McShane was returning to the KCOM, so McGregor and McShane were hugging it out and whatever. David Myler just shouted at the top of his voice, "Ooh, friends!" as they were hugging each other and whatever. So, and I mean, he's a Twitch streamer. What else do I need to say? He's from my neck of the woods, YouTube.
Exactly. See, the problem is, I think Nick Barmby is definitely going in for me. But then the other one, I'm torn between Ashby, Myler, and Livermore, because I loved Livermore.
My two are Myler and Ashby. As much as Huddleston's got that star quality and him and Livermore work so well together, Ashby is the best leader we have ever had. Took us from League 2 to League 1 to Championship to Premier League.
Well, I'll put Myler in mine. So
that's Myler's definitely in then.
So you've gone Ashby and I've gone Barmby.
Mason.
But, yeah.
Who would your two be?
Oh, well, thinking of overall, I'd go Ashby.
Ashby, okay. So central midfield 2, David Myler and Ian Ashby. Just out of curiosity, Mason, who would your other one have been?
I was thinking Murdy Army.
Oh.
I didn't really like him at City, I won't lie.
He was less of an all-round central mid for us. He was more of a false nine sort of player because Bruce, as we said earlier on in the episode, he loved the 4-4-1-1. That sort of
but, like if the ball wasn't at his feet, he did.
Nice lag, so we didn't hear you there.
What? Oh my God! Right.
Think I get the gist of what you were saying though. Without the ball at his feet, he was a donkey.
Yeah, he won't work for the team. Whereas people like Myler, at his feet, he wasn't brilliant, but he worked for the team. He
played right back. He played centre back. He played centre mid. He played anywhere. Exactly. David Myler. And I'd love to have him as manager one day. I'd love to have him as manager one day. He's got his coaching badges. He's got his coaching badges. He works for the Republic of Ireland under 18s at the minute.
Get McCann gone and get Myler.
Right wing time. We've got the man with the most goals at the KCOM Stadium, Stuart Elliott. A bit before our time, but there's plenty of people around who will tell you that he was next level.
Yeah.
We've got a man who I met when I think, I'm not sure if you were in my half for when we used to go swimming in year 4, Ethan, but met him at Halton Price when he was doing his rehabilitation from his big injury. Man by the name of Robert Snodgrass.
Oh, I
was
true. I remember him now. Wasn't he there with a couple of other City players?
No, it was him and the rehab coach, Christian Fernandez. But we did see Yelovich another time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember someone else being there. Yelovich.
Yeah, all in that purple Hull City training gear that we had that year.
That wasn't nice, I don't think.
I loved it. I really liked it.
I didn't. Was it last year where we had like a blue one? That one, I liked that one. That's nice. But that purple one wasn't it.
For audio listeners there, I've just been and got the shirt out my cupboard.
Yeah.
So, then we've got the obvious. The star man playing on the right.
Right, Bowen?
to be honest, right, I know that Stuart Elliott dummy is class, but Bowen would be the one going in my team.
Same.
So
Agree.
yeah.
As much as I love Snodgrass, and I've not washed my right hand since, it's got to be going.
He was in a relegation battling and bounced hard and still get like 20 a season.
There was a photo that came out when West Ham played Liverpool the other night of just him and Robertson battling each other.
Yeah.
And Martin Tyler called him Jack Bowen.
Jack Bowen.
If we didn't sell him, I think we would have stayed up.
Imagine him in League One. He'd score like 40 goals.
He'd tear the division to bits. We'd have double the amount of goals we'd have now.
Him, Malik Wilkes and KLP. Him, Wilkes and KLP as a front three would be insane.
Next level. But knowing McCann, he'd probably stick Tom Eaves in there or something.
Josh McGuinness. Oh, he's been good for us this season, to be fair to him.
Left wing then. I'm going to chuck a few names at you here, but there's one obvious one for me. Harry Wilson. Kamil Grzycki.
No.
He was good, but
didn't track back.
No, he didn't care about playing for us.
There's a brilliant photo actually of when I think it was when we were 2-1 down against QPR. No, 2-1 down against Wigan, I think, and we were making subs, or one of their guys was injured. He took a drink from next to the east stand and just waved his arms up at the fans to get us motivated and whatever.
That's one thing. I could do that.
But when I met Grzycki at the training ground, me and you will testify for this, Ethan, he always tried to sneak off.
Innit? We'd go, can we get a photo? And then, I don't know, let's say Jared Bowen.
What he does, what he did was when fans turned up at the Cottingham training base and players would come over for photos, he'd try and wait for a load of them to go over at once so he could just sneakily walk into the showers and whatever.
Exactly.
So he'd love to do that. Whilst we were distracted, fantasising about Jared Bowen and whatever. Ooh, Jared, love me, Jared.
Yeah. You can't blame us.
He'd sneak off.
Anyways, other options.
Great player. And if he didn't get a goal or assist in the first 55, 60 minutes of a game, for the rest of it, he'd just mooch about like, oh, I don't want to be here.
Exactly.
So next one, Robbie Brady.
He was good.
Brilliant at free kicks. My first ever favourite player, purely because the first game I went to, he scored our only goal.
Who was it against?
Middlesbrough. I think it was early April time, 2013. Robbie Brady scored.
2013?
Yeah.
Jesus, you were 7.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have gone earlier.
Nah. My dad was always trying to get me to go, but we could never get tickets because that was when the stadium was actually full. But once I was selling them at mum's work and she got me and dad tickets.
I was going to say, I think I had a season pass between 2008 to 10.
See,
and obviously I didn't really know out because I was...
A story I remember you telling on the podcast when you poured your drink over the guy in front of you.
That was my first game. I thought it was like my dad, he explained it like it was water. It was Ribena, so it would have been real sticky and stuff as well. Felt real bad.
Oh no.
But all I can remember from them few years was Robert Corran. He'd score from outside the box every other game. And because I was 3, outside the box seemed like an insane goal. No one had ever scored from outside the box.
It could be from the edge. It could be from the edge of the D with an open goal.
Yeah, and I'd be amazed.
So this next one is, I think, who it will be. Have a guess, guys.
Left wingers for City. Left wingers for City. Mine's gone blank.
Goal against Arsenal, ex-Man City, ex-Barcelona, Brazilian.
Oh, Giovanni.
I would have never have got that.
His free kick against Tottenham as well that season was just brilliant. Oh, it was like 30. It was like 40 yards. Well, not 40, like 30.
Hey, not quite Grzycki's goal against Millwall, though.
No.
Score from the halfway line, mate. It wasn't meant to be.
I think Giovanni has to go in the team, though.
Absolutely. I think we're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've
got a list of dream podcast guests. He's one of them.
Imagine him on this. That'd be just amazing.
It would be.
Where was he? Barcelona. Wasn't he at Benfica at some point as well?
Yeah, Benfica.
That's like a European. That's like bloody Ronaldo coming on.
Shall we have a look at his career path?
Yeah.
Giovanni, Brazilian footballer. So, Barcelona, Benfica, Man City, Hull City, San Jose Earthquakes.
He's done a Pele.
But he's played in Europe, so he's better than him. Certified.
With Pele, what do you think? Like, do you think he's as good as he's, like, up there with one of the best, or do you think Ian?
I mean, he won 2 World Cups. That's got to mean something.
I know, because I've always said, yeah, he played in those, like, rubbish leagues, but then when it came to World Cups, he'd be, like, the best player there.
When it came to World Cups and Copa Americas, he was by far and away the best player. You see highlights of him and you think, how?
He was doing that.
Does a player
do that? Exactly. It's like, I just think, yeah, he played in the American and Brazilian leagues, but World Cups, he was just different gravy. He was insane. So surely you've got to realise off that he's one of the best.
However, did he score 856,000 goals?
He did, like on the streets of Brazil and things like that.
If you count the goals in training,
exactly.
He's by far and away the best player
to ever exist.
And what about that Czech Republican dude, that
Beckham?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because now they're reckoning that he's got more than Ronaldo, and he's still
more than Messi, more than Maradona, and more than Pele.
Yeah, but because Ronaldo beat Pele's record and he got called the top scorer, didn't he?
Suddenly they're going to think, oh no, our best player scored more than that.
Yeah, Joseph Beckham, how do you say his name?
I don't hear us harking back about Stanley Matthews or Emil Heskey.
Yeah. Nah, there's some non-league player who scored like 1,400 goals, and he thinks they should all count. And he thinks they should all count, even though some of them were like semi-professional goals.
2-yard tappings came off his arse.
Yeah, waffling.
Yeah, big waffler.
Anyways, strikers.
Get back on topic.
Yeah.
Is it Giovanni?
Yeah.
Yes,
100%.
Yes. Giovanni.
With the strikers, is it 2 strikers?
Dos atacos.
Just throw them all at us.
Ben Burgess, Dean Windass, Caleb Folan, Craig Fagan, Shoni Aluko, Shane Long, Nikita Jelavic, Abel Hernandez, Umar Nias, and Matty Fryer.
Matty Fryer, what a player.
Dean Windass confirmed.
Hero. Yes,
yeah.
Dean Windass. Absolutely, Mason.
Yeah, I agree. He has to be. But then,
This second one, then. Let's go through them all. Ben Burgess, fan favourite. However, if you look at his stats, I've got a shared shirts from a bit ago from when we played Blackpool. His record wasn't actually all that good. Whether it be down to injuries or whatever.
he wasn't that good.
In 70 games, he scored 24 goals.
That's, 46 non-goals? Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Didn't score in 46 games, that's it.
Or it might be more than that. Might have scored a couple hat-tricks in there.
Yeah.
However, he had a worse record at Blackpool, his very next club, 126 appearances and 1 goal less. Almost double his appearances for Hull City and 1 goal less. So I think Ben Burgess is out of the equation.
Definitely.
Caleb Folan gets very involved with the Alam out beef, so he's in the question.
Definitely.
Craig Fagan.
He was like, I feel like I remember him playing. Like, I feel like I remember seeing him play, but I don't know.
Craig Fagan, then. Recently went for the club's academy. Oh, Ethan, you say who you're torn between then.
It was Abel, Shane Long and Jelavic, but now, because Shane Long and Jelavic up front together, that's probably the best strike partnership we've ever had.
I'm in agreement there. They worked like clockwork.
Very, very
and
good.
in the 4-4-2. Is it?
In that blue away kit and the
That's
white
my favourite ever kit of all time.
That blue away kit. I remember when I was at City's academy, we played a tournament at Doncaster Stadium, and we had to wear that, and it was so nice.
It's a brilliant bit of kit design by Adidas, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a very nice kit. Them two up front with that on was unstoppable.
That's when they scored their first 2 goals together. Sunderland away. I was at that game.
Same.
Wes Brown howler.
You don't say.
Right, Mason, what are you thinking?
Dean Windass up front, definitely.
Diamande.
And Abel Hernandez as well.
Yeah.
You're thinking Windass and Hernandez.
That's the thing. I'm torn between Jelavic and Hernandez.
Yeah, with Long, he only played half a season.
That's what I mean. Whereas Jelavic was there a couple, wasn't he?
Jelavic was there. 1 full season, 1 half season, 1 2-game season.
Because I remember him scoring the bicycle kick at Newcastle. Was just.
I was at that game as well.
Same.
A white and blue kit. That game.
Yeah, I didn't really like the shorts. The shorts were the ones that were like light blue, weren't they?
Yeah.
I wasn't too keen on that.
I really loved the shirt, but the collar was what did it for me because it was quite up here, wasn't it?
And I never get white kits because get them dirty and it's over.
State.
Yeah, but Newcastle, I think it was the season before that when was it like a 3-2 win?
Yeah, 3-2 win. That was before they arrived, though. I think that was a Luca, Livermore, and Brady who scored that day. I think.
Yeah, because Luca got like a late winner on the volley. And it was
oh no, it was El Mohammadi. It was El Mohammadi who scored, not Livermore.
Yeah, Luca got that late volley. And I remember, do you know that Newcastle's ground, the away end's quite steep, isn't it?
It's right high up, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's real steep. Everyone was going mental and people falling over chairs. And I was thinking someone's going straight down into Newcastle's fan, into the Newcastle stand. I thought someone was generally going to.
They'd land on a body of sad Geordie groans and bottles of Newcastle brown ale.
Yeah. I don't know. Who are you going for as your second one?
I'm going for Hernandez because stick Hernandez in a front two, he's different gravy.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to be Windass and Hernandez. I just feel like Hernandez brought me more memories though.
Might be because we're a bit older when we saw Hernandez.
Yeah.
But
I remember his
time in the Prem.
Him and Diame celebrating. You're gonna see me wanting tied around my thing. Macarena.
In the Prem.
I remember that.
Him and Diame scoring on the debuts. Diame against his old club. What a day. Drew 2-2.
Yeah. It was the only thing is Hernandez in the Prem. He didn't perform ever.
He didn't perform in the Prem. No, he didn't. And Jelavic played in Europe. It's tough, isn't it?
Well, obviously we're going Hernandez because you two voted, but personally, I would have had Jelavic, but
I'm starting to doubt myself now. I don't know.
We'll go on the majority and we'll go Hernandez, but Jelavic would have been my choice.
I see what you mean. Let's have a look at the records and compare, just to see. I am sitting right on a fence here.
Well, Abel Hernandez scored like 40 goals.
Nikita Jelavic, 46 games, 13 goals.
Is that it?
Let's divide that. 46. 13 divided by 46. That's 0.3 goals a game.
No, Abel.
Oh, Abel, definitely.
Abel.
He has more.
Hernandez.
Yeah,
he has more
Abel.
goals, but he also has more games.
A lot more
Hernandez
games.
loved a hat-trick as well. This could play very nicely in his favour here. 99 games.
Ooh.
Let me just check this.
And was it 40 goals?
Let me just check.
39.
No, it's 111 games, 39 goals.
Oh.
1-1-1. So 39 divided by 1-1-1.
I think Abel wins this.
0.35 goals per game.
Oh my.
So it's got to be Abel.
It is Abel Hernandez.
For that P-roller against Derby County. In the final. I remember watching it here and just thinking, how was the keeper not saved that?
When was his last goal for us?
Don't even want to know.
Club career. Let's have a look.
Club career.
Right, I'm gonna have to scroll through the deep dark hell that is Hull City's YouTube channel here.
Just go on. Nah, they have a compilation of all 39 goals. Just
yeah, they do.
Pick that.
He left in 2017, didn't he?
Yeah, end of 2018.
All right.
End of 2017-18 season. He scored a hat-trick against Burton, first ever matchday vlog I ever did, got injured the next game against Wolves, and then we signed Noah Dicko.
Who's done nothing.
Turn sound off. That's copyright central.
Yes, sir.
I've got to sit through a 15-second advert. You having me on?
I know.
And I'm
Would we have been in the Prem this? Was we in the Prem when he left?
No, Championship.
Right. Before you look at it, everyone, who are you saying he scored against? Who's you betting on? I reckon. Notts Forest. I don't know. Notts Forest.
Middlesbrough.
I know who that is.
Who was it?
Bristol City, final day of the season. 5-all draw.
5-5. I feel like I remember that now.
Yeah, beautiful blue third shirt we had that year. That was his 39th and final.
I saw that on Sky. like a week ago.
Huh.
They were playing like EFL Best Championship games.
It doesn't surprise me that that's on there. 10 goals. You know what? I'm actually going to watch the goal. Actually, see what it's like, and I'll do a bit of commentary. David Burns, I'm coming for your job. Right. Corner going to be whipped
How
in.
much do you reckon he makes?
City. Cross to the front post. It's headed clear by Bristol City. Michael Dawson heads it back towards the penalty area. Max Clark finds Kamil Grzycki down the left-hand side. Ball into the box. Hernandez! Finish at the near post. We should have saved that. It was right above his head. But
That
Abel
was his last goal.
39th Hull City goal. Final Hull City goal. Unless we re-sign him.
Which will never happen.
Yeah, I doubt that.
How old is he?
It's like 30 now.
Yeah, he's around 30.
Yeah.
Bang on 30. 8th of August 1990.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever coming back.
He's playing
So there we go.
for, I believe, he's playing for Internacional now in Brazil. 5 games for them, 3 goals. Lovely little record for him.
So, gonna read out the final 11.
We've still got a manager to pick from yet.
Oh,
Steve Bruce.
yeah.
So, the list.
FA Cup
Taylor.
final.
Peter Taylor laid the foundations for the rise up the divisions. Phil Brown finished off that rise up the divisions. Steve Bruce were in a bit of a slump. The Alams brought him in. The only good thing the Alams have done. Well, no, they've done a few more, but then the bad outweighs the good. Steve Bruce, 2 promotions, an FA Cup final that we were robbed.
Innit? Cazorla, he won a free kick. I don't care what anyone says.
Right,
That was not
I'm
foul.
not too bothered about the fact it was or wasn't a free kick. I'm more bothered about in that game, Alan
The
McGregor
throw-in.
takes 2 steps to the left for that free kick. Where does Cazorla put it? Exactly where he would have been standing if he didn't take those 2 steps.
Yeah, but I swear also, Sonogo, like their second or third goal.
It wasn't a corner.
It was-
I've watched it back many times. It wasn't a corner.
Exactly, we got scammed of two set pieces. Just because they
Rico
don't
was
want
an Arsenal fan. He was the ref that day. So we've got
a
Peter
small northern
Phil
team.
Brown, Steve Bruce, and in terms of pedigree, the best manager we've ever had. Should he have kept us
Silva.
up? Yes. Ethan's just said it. Marco.
Yeah.
Who are we saying?
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce.
It's between Brown and Bruce, and I have got to agree there. Steve Bruce. As much as Brown's microphone incident, you know, when we lose against Man United at the K-Com and stay up because other teams messed up. Don't wanna go home. This is the best trip I've ever been on. That is just...
It's half time.
That's ear rape for any audio listeners if you can't see what's going on.
Good.
So, Stevie Bruce. So that is the team finished off. The 1-11, we have the 4-4-2 formation. We've got Alan McGregor in goal, a back 4 of Ahmed El Mohammadi, Michael Turner, Curtis Davis, and Andy Robertson. David Myler and Ian Ashby are a midfield duo with Jared Bowen on the right and Giovanni on the left, with Dean Windass and Abel Hernandez a front 2. All managed by Steve Bruce. Well, you know.
I reckon that'd fight for promotion. If you stick all of them in like their primes and bring them,
That
we'd
would
get
fight for promotion, definitely.
I think we could stay in the Premier League with that team.
Probably.
We very much could. The quality of these players. Bowen's very much in his prime now. So is Robertson.
Nah, are you mad? He's only 24.
He could still get better. He's at the peak of his powers from what he's had so far.
Give him 2-3 years.
It'll be brilliant.
That's when he'll hit his prime.
So, that is it then. I think we've built a very good team there. A very, very, very good team. Thank you very much to Mason for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, mate. No problem. Anytime. And thanks very much to Ethan again.
Up Bill, like I said, and someone. You're watching this, Baldy. We'll come and fight.
See, me saying that was a very accidental, massive shots fired at Lennon there. I'm sorry, Lennon, but
yeah.
So you're seeing this after the Papa John's Trophy game. You're seeing this Wednesday or Thursday, or listening to this Wednesday or Thursday. So
easy win.
I won't be so sure, mate. I won't be so sure.
If we win that trophy this year, like I have my United fans, right, going on at me saying we don't win out. If we win that, we'll win more than them.
Papa John's Trophy. We'll get a load of pizza out of it. Who cares?
And we'll have won more trophies in the last 3 years than they have. So
we'll have won more trophies in the last month than they will have.
Yeah.
I just hope we actually get to go to Wembley to watch it.
I know.
Yeah.
I was talking about this the other day. If we go up, I want us to go up automatically because I don't want to miss a Wembley trip.
Yeah, that's what me and Lennon were on about. We said if we get playoffs, I don't want to win it this year because I don't want to have to watch it from home. I want to go.
I know.
I want to watch us get another win.
And the same with the Papa John's, really. I said, as much as it'd be nice to win a trophy, I want to do it while I'm there.
Yeah, I aren't overly fussed about being there for that because even though it's still a trophy, the playoff, it's promotion. It's brilliant.
It's a party atmosphere.
Exactly.
So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, listening, everyone. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. I don't know what the rating is on Spotify, but whatever, make it positive. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. See you later.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.